Huh, that's silly. I'm back. So I had muted both OBS and on the microphone. And so I was like, okay, I went and unmuted the mic, but I didn't unmute OBS. But, so yeah, I'm not sure if he's dead, or if it's like a Prometheus thing there at the end. I mean, they were, you know, eating out his organs, but you don't know if he is stuck there for eternity, or... Yeah. Or he died right at the beginning, when the pulley broke. And then everything from that moment to the end, where the gulls were picking at him, was just in his head. But was there any, like, there wasn't any supernaturally weird shit before that point yet? No, we already had, they had the scene with him, well, that was just him being weird towards the light. You don't know what was going on. You didn't see the tentacles in the goo until after that point. Hey, how's it going, Jackson? Alright, well, let's start this. Oh, God. Right last second. There we go. 4. I don't know why Twitch is only telling me that I've only got 1 viewer, but that's obviously not correct. Exactly. Jack Boxer. Alright, well, let's go. We got 4. 4 is good. Yeah, on my screen it says 1. You can see right here. 1 viewer.
Welcome to Quiplash. I'm your host, Schmitty, and I've been told that I'm no longer allowed to accept tips. I don't suppose one of you has a spare graphing calculator, do you? No? Oh well. I'll score the game by hand, I guess.
Though I might actually
Round
have.
1. You'll see 2 prompts.
I was gonna say, I
device.
probably do have
Answer
a spare
them any way
graphing
you want.
calculator.
Each answer will go up against someone else's answer. And
Besides, I got
everyone will vote
Mathematica on
which
my
they like
computer. What
most.
do I need
It's
a
simple.
graphing
You
calculator
get
for?
points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go.
Alright, there we go. I thought about doing some lighthouse themed answers, but not yet. Not with these prompts, anyway. So everyone have a good weekend? Or whatever
Almost out of time.
counts as a
Use
weekend
the safety quit button if you have to.
these days. Zach, you get disconnected? Oh, last second there.
Let's start this show. First up, what a lazy cowboy names his horse.
What a lazy cowboy names his horse. Whore
Okay, choose
or
your favorite.
horse? Oh, man. That was a good one.
Next one, an odd sequel to the children's book, The Giving Tree.
I was out-lazied, exactly. An odd sequel to the children's
Okay,
book, The
vote.
Giving Tree. The Giving Seaman or The Stealing Tree? The Taking Tree would have been the true galaxy.
And next is, you can tell your parents are glad to have you out of the house when they turn your room into a
Oh,
blank.
good. You can tell your parents are glad to have you in the house
Ready,
when they turn
set,
your room
vote.
into a sex dungeon or your parents' fantasy sex den. Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, sex dungeon 2. Yeah.
Next, something you should never do without gloves on.
Something you should never do without gloves on.
Put in your votes.
Imitate Frank Grimes or stick your fingers up the patient's nose. How many Simpsons fans we got here? Yep, looks like 2. Exactly.
That's all for round 1. Here's the scoreboard.
Damn, Jackson. Crushed it.
Round 2 is upon us, and all points are doubled. Take that, round 1.
I don't know about that second answer. But it was the first thought that popped into my mind, so... See if you can figure out which one I'm referring to when the time comes.
Time's running out. Use a safety quip if you need it. Let's put up those quips. Prompt number 1 is, if the Liberty Bell were truly patriotic,
Oh,
it
good.
would make this sound.
If the Liberty Bell were truly patriotic, it would make
Okay,
this
pick your
sound.
favorite.
What does the fox say? Or 12-gauge shotgun blast and a screaming hooker. That was fast. Of course it was shotgun and a screaming hooker.
Next in the hopper, you know somebody knows nothing about wine when they say this after taking a sip.
You know somebody knows nothing about
to
wine
vote.
when they say this after taking a sip. I am the god of penis, or full-bodied with a hint of grape. Almost faster than I could answer.
Next prompt. What NASA doesn't tell us is that for years they've observed blank through a
What
powerful
NASA doesn't tell
telescope.
us is that for years they've observed my
Get to
pee-pee
voting.
through a powerful telescope, or they've observed the moon. Moon is made of cheese. Cheese, always a powerful force in this world.
Moving on. A great use for a dirty diaper.
A great use for a dirty diaper.
Vote on your
Sieging
devices.
Constantinople or vomit inducer. Again, if you're just joining us, if you go to jackbox.tv and use the code up in the top right there, you can become part of the audience and vote, or after this game, you can join in and answer the questions as well.
And that's all for round 2. Fire up the
So I don't know
scoreboard.
why I thought sieging Constantinople, but once I did think it, it was the only answer I could use.
And now round 3, the last lash. This time you'll all be answering the same prompt.
Comic Lash, always fun.
Complete the comic.
I had a bunch of unpaid parking tickets. What are you in for?
All right, brace yourselves. In the final round, you can give out 1 gold and 1 silver medal to your top 2 quips. Pick 'em down.
Well, I know which one is yours, Zach. I put library books on the wrong shelf. I molested your mom. Fucking a lighthouse. Fucked up the fucked up the one-way line at Albertsons. Well, somebody lives in I know the vague area in which you live. But you have an Albertsons, not
Okay,
a
who's
Jewel
taking home some
Osco.
medals? Bring out the silver.
Hey,
And
working.
now the gold. Let's translate that into points.
Now is that enough for you to win, though?
It's over. Let's see the final scores.
Nope. Just barely, though. Alright, new round. Very close. Alright, this is going to be everybody. Michael, you going to jump in? I'll take that as a yes. Alright, let's go.
Schmitty's my name, Quiplash is my game. And it's your game, assuming you paid for it. I want you all on your best behavior. Do not make me turn this game around. Here's round 1. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go.
I think this one's gonna go a little
Great.
too
Let's see what
far
we
deep
got
on
here.
one of these.
Number 1 on the list. Why the fish in your aquarium hate you.
Why the fish in your aquarium hate you?
Okay, everyone, vote for your favorite.
Feed them cheese cornflakes, or you're eating the fish's family. I was expecting a lighthouse themed answer for this one. Oh, so
Next
you know
on
the new
deck,
Twizzlers,
a
the
weird
untwisted
skill
ones?
left-handers are better at. It's
A
voting
weird
time.
skill left-handers are better at. Twitch screaming or double jacking off to a picture of right-hander. I mean, I'm gonna go Twitch streaming. But if you take those, like
Your
the
next
new
prompt
Twizzlers
is
and then sweet
best
tarts,
way to
and if you
escape
eat them
the
at the same
inside of a
time, it's
whale.
like eating a nerd's rope, but cheaper
Vote
because
away.
they're both cheaper and easier to find. The best way to escape the inside of a whale: lighting a fire or F-14 jet. I also like the F-14 jet. That's a better answer than lighting a fire.
Next in line, what a rich jerk drinks champagne out of.
What a rich jerk drinks champagne
And
out of.
vote.
Champagne bottle or velociraptor skulls? Well, it implies that the F-14 was also inside the whale already. I thought champagne bottle was gonna be the winner there. That was a good one.
Next on the list, the title of the ultimate dream
The
job.
title of the ultimate dream job: Memer or Tantibus Wrangler? Hey.
Round 1 is behind us. Let's see how you scored.
That's why I went with Tantibus Wrangler, because that's a part of the word for amalgam and Tantibius.
It's time for round 2, where all point values are doubled. That's right, doubled.
I feel like this one is asking a false thing because, well, I guess you'll see when the prompt comes up. Nope.
Hurry, hit the safety quickly. Let's see what we got. The first
I like
prompt
these prompts.
is what Burt Reynolds' mustache would say if he could talk.
That should be good. What Burt Reynolds' mustache could say,
Okay, voting
would
time.
say if
Pick
it could
your
talk.
favorite.
Hey baby, wanna ride or get me a beer? It's the mustache ride, Zach. The mustache ride.
Coming up next, a phrase nobody in the history of mankind
So this
has
one-
ever uttered.
It's gonna be something that I will have uttered
Voting
right
your
now.
votes.
A phrase nobody in the history of mankind has ever uttered. Mainline Lysol and UV juice, or I didn't expect a giant naked lighthouse man. So I watched The Lighthouse last night.
Next up,
It's a weird one.
you have a shady landlord when blind.
I'd recommend it, though. You know you have a shady landlord when they charge you for masturbating or he collects rent in used prophylactics. I like how you both were on the same theme there. Yeah, well, you can only pick one.
Okay, next one.
We've got to know who is the
Worst
best.
topping to put on a cake.
The worst topping to put on a cake. Horseradish
on your
or
devices.
donated sperm? See, I don't know. I bet you could put... you could make a cake with horseradish on it.
And next, an odd thing to find in a cave painting.
An odd thing to find in a cave painting.
Ready,
Caveman's
set,
mom
vote.
is a hooker or William Dafoe as a naked lighthouse?
That's all for round 2. Light up that scoreboard.
But yeah, I did send that as a snap to Dan. Context, nearly context-free of William Dafoe as a naked lighthouse. He was very confused at
This
whatever,
is round
1
3,
a.m.
the last lash. Everyone's taking aim at the same prompt this time.
It is definitely... Feels like that was an idea, like one of the first ideas that they had, and then like, alright, how do we make a movie around this one scene? Come up with a shocking newspaper headline with this word in its title. Lick. Damn character limit.
And here's what you did. Hand out those medals now.
Stop licking each other and social distance. I fucking licked toads and it was dope. You won't believe what happens when you lick. Trump licks Pelosi. World leaders meet in Wuhan to lick doorknobs. Speaking of lick,
Okay, let's bring out those medals. Bronze. Show me the silver. And the gold. Okay, let's change those medals into points.
alright. I don't know if anyone got enough points to dethrone me, though.
We're done. Let's see the final
Hey.
scores.
Oh, maybe. I didn't realize it was a three-way tie at the top. Never mind. Plenty of people got enough points to dethrone me. Good job. Alright, next round. I'll admit, I don't pay too much attention to the standings between rounds. Alright, is that everybody? If there is anybody still in chat that wants to jump on in, please go to jackbox.tv, use the code FXQD, and join along. You too can prove if you're more clever than I. Not seen anybody furiously typing in chat, so I say everybody's in. Oh, I have created a Discord.
Welcome to Quiplash. The voice you hear belongs to me.
So there's the link
Josh
for it.
Schmitty-Schmitz
If you click that, it'll take you to the Discord.
First thing, I just want to clear up a few rumors. Very few
Right now it's
players
pretty
have died on my watch.
generic,
The ones that have
but
deserved it. This is round 1. You'll score points based on the percentage of people who prefer your answer.
I find a lot of
Have at
people,
it.
when you play Quiplash, they're just like, haha, butts. And much less, you know, a second, smaller, naked William Dafoe as a lighthouse.
Clock's running out. Think fast or use a safety quip.
Got tripped up there, yeah. The character limit is no joke sometimes.
All right, let's have a look. First off, a good taunt to yell at the zoo elephants.
A good taunt to yell at the zoo elephants.
Okay.
Your
use
mama
device
was a
to pick your
tapir
favorite.
or fat thicky boy? I don't know if fat thicky boy is much of a taunt, but I did vote. So.
Moving on, what Sonic the Hedgehog would trade all of his gold rings for?
What Sonic the Hedgehog would trade all of his gold
Time
rings
to vote.
for? One more second of that sweet rush, or a cheese craving of Defoe, a cheese carving of Defoe as a lighthouse? Though I do like a cheese craving of Defoe as a lighthouse. Yeah.
Next prompt. Should you catch on fire, remember, stop, drop, roll, and then blank.
Should you catch on fire, remember, stop, drop,
It's
roll,
voting
and then
time.
hammer time. Stop, drop, roll, and then toke. Not a quip, huh? Hammer time was a good one.
And next is...
But it just sits in the
Eiffel
nice,
Tower would be
single
a lot
words.
cooler if it had
The Eiffel
blank.
Tower would be a lot cooler if it had nudes of Emma Watson
away.
or a naked William Dafoe. Same idea, different reasoning.
Next in the hopper, how the Monopoly guy really earned his wealth.
How the Monopoly guy really earned his wealth. His
And
trust
vote.
fund or molesting other players in his game. I know. I have also seen one of those two naked. Good quip. Monopoly's a terrible game. There are so many better board games than Monopoly.
That's round one. Let's see how the scores shook out. It's round 2 time, and everything's worth double. Don't let those points go to waste.
Exactly. Monopoly.
Let's see what we're working with. Up first, the most inappropriate place to have a mechanical bull.
The most inappropriate place to have a mechanical
Okay,
bull.
pick your
In
favorite
front of the
and
altar or home for injured bullfighters. Dang. No one likes my clever answer, huh?
Next, remember, when dining at a sushi restaurant, you should never ever blank.
Remember, when dining at a sushi restaurant, you should never, ever bring up Unit 731 or be shellfish. Oh, that's a good pun. Yeah.
Coming up next, an odd sequel to James and the Giant Peach, James and the Giant Blank.
Lighthouse. James and the Giant P,
Put in
or
your
James
votes.
and the Giant Wheel of Cheese. Yeah. That one makes sense.
Next in line,
Though I would have voted for
a
Lighthouse
road
for
sign
sure.
that would cause you to turn around. Watch out for
A road sign that would cause you to turn around. Watch out for
It's
turning
voting
around,
time.
or watch out for naked Emma Watson. I'd be more concerned about watching out for turning
Okay,
around.
next one. What a really bad smuggler would say to a border guard.
What a really bad smuggler would say to a border guard.
Get to
Here's some
voting.
hash coins, thanks buddy. Or, I'm smuggling cracked cocaine. Yeah, but warning naked William Dafoe would be more continuity than Emma Watson, I feel. Just the general theme of The Lighthouse. Though that means
Round
we've
two
been
is through.
leaving
Let's see
Robert
what it did to the
Patterson
scores.
alone. Gotta start working him in there. Mermaids. Let's get Lighthouse weird with it. Though, going hard on Lighthouse has put me in last place, so maybe I should stop.
Round 3 has arrived. The last lash. You're all going to answer the same prompt, so pull out all the stops.
It is true.
Make up a phrase that goes with this acronym.
Make up a phrase that goes with this acronym. Full name for MEM. Is it Robert E. Patterson? M. Patterson? Or are we gonna jinx it?
Go to the board.
Did we jinx?
Present your medals now.
Almost. Molesting Elephants Mormon, not a name. My Erotic Mermaid. Mr. Elastic Menstruation, interesting. My Embarrassed Mom, or Master E. William Mufo. Though, I would say not many of these are actual names. Unless your name is Mr. Elastic Menstruation, which is just a weird... I think your parents hated you. True, I don't know. I like my E. William Mufo.
Right, let's see where those medals ended up. First, the bronze, silver, and gold.
Well,
Let's
that
sell
crushed
off
it.
those medals for points.
Apparently erotic mermaids were the way to go.
Okay, let's see those final scores.
Nice. Erotic mermaids might have been the way to go, but it was not enough to dethrone Michael. I'm pretty sure you've gotten a victory before. Seems unlikely, given the number of games that we've played, but I suppose possible. Alright, is that everybody that's gonna join in? Oh, hey. How's it going, Dan? We do, in fact, have a 6. Let's go. So, Dan, are you going to get yourself timed out again by Nightbot?
Welcome to Quiplash. I'm Schmitty, but you don't have to remember that. Well, 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 everyone's on time for once. I think we all know who I mean. Let's begin.
Vinny.
This is round 1. The more people who vote for your answer, the better your score. Let's go.
It's a robot state. It's a robocracy.
Let's see how you did. Our first prompt
Maybe.
is
Maybe.
a line in the Canadian national anthem.
A line in the Canadian national anthem. Probably.
Okay, select your favorite quip.
We stand on guard for horses. Or, true hockey, love in all thy drunk command. Yep, you get the crown. Oh, hosers. Sorry, it's my
Next on the
dyslexia.
list, a terrible name for a yacht, the SS Blank.
A terrible name for a yacht. The SS
Float away.
Mermaid Vagina or the SS Masturbation? Yeah, you hoser. A. I get it now. Back-to-back quips, huh? Was that the one you went too deep on?
Next on deck, your fishing trip with your father was going great until he set down his rod, turned his head, and said blank.
Your fishing trip with your father was going great until he set down his rod, turned his head, and said, disrespect your surroundings. Metal breakdown, or turned his head and said, nothing. I'm the meow. I'm the meow this time, guys. Meow meow.
Moving on,
The meow.
great name for a
A
meteorologist.
great name for a meteorologist.
Vote now.
PDRologist or rock euphorate expert? Euphorate? It got one vote, so not totally failed. PDR ecologist.
And next, a warning that should come with
Oh,
spray-on
good.
cheese.
A warning that should come with spray on cheese. It's
Time
okay
to
to be not okay, or meant to pleasure. Cody is definitely... He's got your back there, Jackson.
Your next prompt is, what's the boogeyman's part-time job?
What's the boogeyman's part-time job? Working at 7-Eleven or lighthouse inspector? Yeah, I knew it. I was like, working at 7-Eleven. I bet that's Zach. 7-Eleven was a part-time job, I know, but
That's all
we're going
for
heavy
round
on the
one.
lighthouse
Here's the
meta
scoreboard.
today. Where I am, anyway. Damn, Dan crushed it.
Round two is straight ahead, and that means all points are doubled.
It's not about whether it works or not. It's whether does it make you laugh more. Well, these ones came easy to me for this one. What? Alright, so here's an interesting rabbit hole to go down. So I used to have a Necronomicon book, different than probably the one you're thinking of. And now I can't find it, so I was looking it up
Let's
on
take a look.
Amazon. you know, maybe see how much it is to get another
What
one.
a mopey mule
And the
would
same
say.
author, what a mopey mule would
Okay,
say,
vote for your favorite.
get up yo damn self, or why is Defoe pretending to be a lighthouse? Is that pretending, presenting? Yes, but it's not the one you're familiar with, probably. But this guy has also written a book called Sexual Alchemy, Magical Intercourse with Spirits. But it's 125 bucks, and I really
Next
don't
one,
care that
a
much
good
to
use for an
find
old
out
CD
what's
tower.
inside it. A good use
Ready,
for an
set,
old CD
vote.
tower. Build a lighthouse, or sacrificing babies for a Screamo album. And Screamo album. That means that's a Dan answer. Build a lighthouse, I bet, is a Zach answer. Oh, it's not. So the reason why, Jackson, I thought that was a Vinny the Noosh answer is the N in front of a consonant.
Next
So like
the worst
N
crime
cup
in
rather than
Middle-earth.
a cup. The worst crime in Middle Earth.
Now.
Looking at Emma Watson nude or forging rings? It was a previous answer.
And next, the worst thing to say in the back seat of a cop car.
The worst thing to say in the backseat of a cop car.
Get to voting.
Had a great dinner of beans tonight, or policing is an inside job. Policing is the winner.
Moving on, a sign you may be a terrible babysitter.
The sign you may be a terrible babysitter.
Put in your votes.
You bathe the cheese and cut the baby, or tell the kid look at a Playboy mag. Bathing the cheese and cutting the baby. Whipped. Good job there, Dan.
Moving on, a bad excuse for being late to your own wedding.
A
Sorry,
bad
I
excuse
was blank.
for being late to your own wedding. Sorry, I was getting
And
some
vote.
strange, or sorry, I was on a date.
We've reached the end of round 2. Let's see what happened.
I mean, you're still crushing it, Dan.
This is
But you're
round
not
3,
untouchable
the
yet.
Last lash. Everyone gets the same one single prompt this time.
Word lash.
Complete this word lash task.
Come up with a flashing wrestling move with this word in its name. Squid. How very Lighthouse appropriate. I don't know. Oh, damn it. I just thought of a better one. As is always the case. Dan, you're thinking too hard. Hit enter.
We're ready to look. Decide who gets a medal.
fancy wrestling move with the word squid in it. The Screaming Squid, Full Metal Squid Chemist, Squidly the Lightkeeper, Slippin' Squid Suplex, Flying Squid Slam, the 5-Tentacled Squid.
All right, let's see where those medals went. Bronze first. Here's the silver. And gold. Let's melt those medals down for points.
Yeah. Whew.
That's it. Let's take a look at the final scores.
All right, final score. Dan did not get enough to keep. Woot, woot, woot. Consonants, yeah, alliteration. It's the key, especially for a good name. Alright. Gonna run a quick ad and then I'll be right back. Though I think most of you don't see ads because you've got ad block. Oh, well, thank you for that. I was going to say, not that I mind if you're using ad block. It is definitely the the correct option online because well, internet-based ads are cancerous and like.
I am Schmitty, and the time for Quiplash is upon us.
Did the ads know? Probably
Why, that's
not.
enough for a decent rodeo.
Does Twitch know? Probably.
This is round one. You score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winners' bonuses at stake. Go!
All right, round one. Let's go. Guess everyone is thinking hard on these ones. Either that's usually a good or bad sign.
Hurry, hit the safety quit button if you can't think of something.
You know what? I'm just gonna say. I didn't have a good answer for that last one.
Okay, here we go.
Or I did, but it just was too many words to be funny.
A sign that your dog is an idiot.
A sign that your dog is an idiot.
Okay, pick
Touches
your
the
favorite
neighbor's
quip
slippers,
now.
or he's a cat. It was just too silly not to vote for that
The
one.
worst part about being under Dracula's thrall was that he's always making you blank.
The worst part about being under Dracula's thrall is that he's always making you comb his hairs for him or scrubbing the blood off his capes. Yeah, I think that's the first split we've had in a while.
Coming up next, the perfect thing to yell to make a Pee-wee basketball player miss a free throw.
The perfect thing to yell to make a Pee-wee basketball player
on your
miss his free
devices.
throw. Your dad isn't actually your dad, or the hoop is too high and the ref are on coke. Yeah, I get it, but why would that be the worst part? Nice clip there, Dan.
And next is a good way to get kicked out of a jazz band.
A good way to get kicked out of a jazz band. Play
Time to
Freebird
vote.
every single solo, or Porpoise Romance. Hey, got one vote for the clip, safety clip.
Next on the list.
Yeah, I didn't have a good
something
thought on
somebody
that.
named Dale would say.
Something somebody named Dale would say.
Vote away.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer, or I wish I was a ravine. I feel these are both references to something I'm not sure of.
Okay, next one. Sometimes Deadpool
Thank you, Dan.
wishes he didn't wear such a skin-tight latex suit and instead wore blank.
Oh,
It's voting time.
I get it. Yep. Sometimes Deadpool wishes he didn't wear such a skin-tight latex suit. Instead, he wore Superman's tight latex suit or birthday suit. I didn't know Dale was a landscape thing. No, Zach was right. Superman was the correct answer.
That's it for round one. Let's bring up the scoreboard.
Oh, then I totally misread that. You're also still right. Spider-Man
Round two,
is
where all
the
points
correct
are
answer
doubled.
too.
Doubled, I
Superman
say.
just seemed right, like as a meta joke. Alright, we'll see how much people like continuity on this one. Let me see an image of this, the cover of this book. Clicks on the thing. Note, this is not the actual image of the book cover. Great. Maybe.
Almost out of time. Use the safety quip button if you have
We'll
to.
see. We will see if we get a jinx.
Let's see those quips. First one. It's a bird. It's a plane. Oh, wait. No, never mind. It's just blank.
Deadpool?
Okay, everybody.
It's a
pick
bird.
your
It's a
favorite.
plane. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. It's just the Doomsday Comet, or it's just Superman shitting on Lex Luthor's car. I feel like we've definitely had this prompt before, but I feel like we've had this answer before, too. Did you reuse this?
Next on deck, the hardest part about being Justin Bieber's bodyguard.
The hardest part about being Justin Bieber's
now.
bodyguard. Being near Justin Bieber or the sexy 12-year-olds trying to get access. Oh, these are both nice. Though I feel... yeah.
Up next,
It was
the
too good,
sound
Dan.
a black
It was too
hole
good.
makes.
The sound a black hole makes.
Get to voting.
Slurp or cutting of the bone. Hey, Schlorp whips it up. Yeah, Lighthouse
in line.
Foghorn.
The worst sign-off line you could have on your email.
The worst sign-off line you could have on your
Ready,
email.
set, vote.
Anyway, whatever. Later, dude, or Heil Hitler. So, Dan, you gonna watch The Lighthouse? Or did you watch it after midnight, whatever? Hey, I voted for anyway, whatever, later, dude.
Next in the hopper, the name of a horse you should never bet on.
The name of a horse you should never bet on. Horse
Time to vote.
or horror? Oh, good. Good. That was a good meta one. Jackson, did you have horror before for the lazy
Coming up
jockey,
next,
lazy
if
jockey,
this
or
player was a
cowboy?
Mortal Kombat character, their special move would be this.
If McKelt was a Mortal Kombat character, their special
away.
move would be this: McDeath or Rip. Perfect. It was truly perfect. I'm like, haha. Defeated by your own answer. So it truly was perfect. We would have jinxed. It would have been a great jinx. As soon as I put it in, I'm like,
That's all for round two. Let's see where the
this one
boys
has
went.
high jinx potential. Damn, huge change. Change up right there. All right, round three. Let's go.
We've made it to round three, the last lash. Focus up because you're all answering the same prompt.
So it has come to this.
Finish the comic.
Finish the comic. So, how can you tell we're flying south? Yeah, I've also got one that, I don't think it's gonna win. So here's an annoying thing. A
Okay,
4-book series, you can get books
Award
1,
your
2,
medals.
4, and 5. How can you tell we're flying south? Oh my god, Daffy, please shut up, we're here. Nah, I'm just following you know, MCDs. McDonald's? Don't you see Defoe in that lighthouse? We're not pointing to the left, that's west. We're not pointing to the left, that's west. I'm following the red hats. Follow the smell of racism, incest, and grits. I feel there was a lot of people on the same page with this one. So I don't think you get different amounts of points for your
Nice.
silver,
Let's see who
gold,
snagged the
bronze.
medals. Bronze. Here's the silver. And finally, gold. Great. Let me just turn those medals into points for you.
I also did vote for your lighthouse there, Zach.
That's the game. Let's see the final scores.
No, it's probably not enough for Michael to win. Nice, Jackson. Have I separated my beard? Good. It's a little weird with the earphones. Oh, no, not with hair ties. Oh, that's everybody. Let's go. I think I'm finally... Yes, just strokes. I think I'm now finally out of hair ties from when I had long hair and had hair
your
ties.
host with the moist. I may have misread that. Is that everyone? Huh. No, it's fine. You guys will do.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, last year I found
Time
one or
for
two
round one.
just
You get points
shoved in the
based on
bottom of a
percentage
drawer
people who
somewhere.
like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent.
It's
Go.
only been 10 years since I got my hair cut off.
Hurry up. Use a safety quip if you can't think of anything.
Michael's activating his galaxy brain.
Time to share. Number 1 on the list, the name of a bar with no bathrooms.
The name of a bar with no bathrooms.
Okay,
Harry's
choose
Hold It
your favorite.
Hideout or Dancin' John's. Also sounds like the worst bar. Just terrible. There's no bathroom, just an open latrine in the center.
Next on the list,
Sometimes.
the weirdest thing to whisper to a ceramic doll.
The weirdest thing to whisper to a ceramic
Vote
doll.
on your devices.
Do I make you hard, or you'll fit nicely? Split down the middle.
Next on deck, the pep talk you'd get from a football coach who bet on the other team.
The pep talk you'd get from a football coach who bet on the other
Okay,
team.
vote.
The cartel is after me, don't fuck this up, or let the other team score, then we go to McDonald's. You know, I like how I'd have turned on like the family-friendly censor, but it does not censor fuck. But if you did fucker, I believe it would
Next in line,
like star it out.
the worst thing you could try to donate to the Salvation Army.
The worst thing you could try and donate to the Salvation
And
Army.
vote.
Use Necronomicon or 12 bears. Now, animal bears or bears players?
Next up, never touch the blank.
Never touch
Put
the
in your
children.
votes.
Never touch the ass to ass.
And next, remember, when buying a new home, always make sure the previous owner didn't blank.
When buying a new home, make sure the previous
Get
owner
to
didn't
voting.
stash wheels of cheese in the drywall or murder the previous owner.
Round one's over. Let's check the scoreboard.
All right, scores are. Hey, tie for first.
Round two time.
Yeah, everyone is
Shark
on their
is
A game.
doubling all
Apparently,
point
you know, once you
values.
get like 5 games in, your brain starts to warm up enough. Some good prompts on this one. But I will say, also turning on the family-friendly
Ooh, let's see
filter,
what's what.
I feel we get
Up
less
A clickbait headline about
less of the
cows.
same prompts. Possibly.
Okay, select your
A
favorite quip.
clickbait headline about cows. Scientists discover cows in Jurassic Rock, or utterly unbelievable cow facts. Though, I mean, I probably would still click on utterly unbelievable cow facts. because of that pun.
Next, a rejected name for a Crayola color.
A rejected name for a Crayola color.
Vote away.
Smurf Jizz or White Power? Were the ellipses there just in case it was going to get censored by the family-friendly filter? The FFF?
Moving on. If you really want to waste your one phone call in prison, call blank.
If you really want to waste your one phone call in prison,
It's voting time.
call Cars for Kids or call me. So if you go to jackbox.tv, then you can use this code, QHYQ, and then you can be in the audience, and then you can vote. Once this... Heck yeah, Cars for Kids. Crushed it.
And next is the 3 things that make up old person smell.
The 3 things that make up old person smell.
Okay, vote.
Pee, hair tonic, and I told you so, or sex, 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 sex. I thought about Empire, but Cars for Kids just tickled my fancy here. So once this particular round is over, I'll start a new room, and then you can join in as a player.
Okay, next one. The name of a nightclub
1877
for people in
Cars
their
for
40s.
Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids.
Time to vote.
Yes. The name of a nightclub for people in their 40s. Home by 9 or Your Own Bed and Total Silence. Yep, no problem. So you will need to log in with your Twitch info. There'll be a little drop down at the top. And that's mostly just to keep jerks out.
Up next, how Lady Gaga sleeps every night.
How Lady Gaga sleeps every night.
Ready,
Wearing
set,
her
vote.
poker face or on the floor. Yeah, I had to go with poker face. I would have gone with on a large pile of money as well.
Round 2 is now complete. Let's see where we landed.
Apparently I crushed it that round. I'm not saying I'm untouchable,
This is round 3,
but
the last lash. One final chance to catch
like,
up, and everyone gets the
you
same
you
mark
have
this
a
time.
chance. You would need to get 2,500 points or more, and I would have to get no
Complete this
points.
comic.
How can you tell that's a tufted titmouse? I feel there's gonna be a theme to these answers, and not too many of them are gonna be bird related. Just guessing.
Time to take a look. Pick your medal winners now.
How can you tell that's a tufted titmouse? A one-eyed seagull told me. The engorged nipples. My mother was a tufted titmouse. Lacy size AAA bra. Are you high? Keep it up, Sasha. I'll touch your titmouse. Were you the one-eyed seagull? Maybe, yeah. You're the only other person here that I know that watched Lighthouse.
Okay, let's see who got those
I voted
medals.
for you, so...
Bronze, silver, and gold. Medals are nice, but points are even nicer, so...
You got just not enough. So close.
That's all. Now for the final scores.
Oh wait, you did get enough. I can't do math. Hell yeah, you won. Or I misread how much you had. Alright, so now we'll start a new game, and then that's the one you'll be able to join in. But obviously I do this. Send it up for the intermission first. Alright. Oh, I can actually time how far everything is behind. So it's like a 5-second delay, it looks like. Alright, Noodle, are you gonna jump on in? Oh, we got one more. Hello there, hey, oh, Kaylee. You might have to refresh Jackbox.tv. Okay, computer? Though, doesn't show up as a user in chat, so I don't know who... Oh, hey! I'm just gonna chalk that up to Twitch being weird about displaying things correctly. Yeah, I just log in with Twitch. It's purple goop nasty down there. Alright, we ready to go then? Noodle, you want to give one more try? Alright. Exactly. But is there a lighthouse one? Alright.
I'm Schmitty, and this is a little something I like to call Whiplash. Oh, this is going to be one for the books. I can feel it.
All right, let's go.
This is round one. The more people who vote for your answer, the better your score. Let's go.
Oh, good. I don't know. Wasn't very inspired on that one.
Clock's running out. Think fast or use a safety quip. Okay, remember, this is all your fault. Starting things off, a creature you should never find on a carousel.
A creature you should never find on a carousel.
Okay, everyone, vote for your
Cthulhu
favorite.
or Lighthouse William Defoe. Really? Have I been spelling his name wrong? It is Willem. Damn. Well, no. So on his wiki, William James Willem Defoe.
Next prompt. The title of a
William
Goosebumps
James
book that was
Defoe.
never published.
Willem is a nickname.
Vote on your devices.
The title of a Goosebumps book that was never published. The Super Slimy Scrotum or The Cheese Wheel of Horror. Split down the middle. Always cheese. Always cheese.
Next one. A good replacement for SeaWorld's whale shows would be blank.
A good replacement for SeaWorld's whale shows would be bikini whale shows or a Pixies concert. Call of the Cheese Thulu. And split down the middle. I thought bikini whale shows, but then I was like, there should just be no
And
whale
next,
shows at all.
A good use for 50 gallons of bacon grease.
A good use for 50 gallons of bacon grease.
Vote
A bath
now.
or marinate raw bacon. Maximum cheese. Exactly. Bacon.
Moving on. What a U.S. president could say during a State of the Union address to get everybody to clap.
What a U.S. president could say during the during a State of the Union address to get everybody to clap. It was a good run. Let's try again tomorrow. Or big ass titties. I think we know who the winner is. Yes, big ass titties. Oh, thank you, audience.
Next on the list.
Yeah, I agree,
women
Boo.
never
Big ass
date a
titties
guy
should have been
who blank.
super quipped. Women never
And vote.
date a guy who shits when he comes or rides a unicycle. Well, so it was it's a meta answer from a different stream. It could be, but both Cody and Jackson have been around for a while, but in the end, it was a Dan. Well, heading into the gutter implies that at some point...
A weird button in James Bond's car is simply labeled blank.
A weird button in James Bond car is simply
Ready, set,
labeled
vote.
gay or vibrate. But what vibrates when he pushes the vibrate button? Do you think it's the seat? It's a seat vibrator?
That's round one. Let's take a look at the scores.
So I just realized my stopwatch is broken. Good job, Heyo.
Round two is here, so
Heyo.
let's double the points and bonuses, shall we? I don't know. But which seat is that dildo in? Passenger? Driver? Trunk? Yeah, exactly, the trunk dildo. Like your trunk Almost out of
monkey,
time.
trunk
Use the
dildos.
safety quit button if you have to.
James Bond's car, actually made out of dildos this whole time.
Okay, it's time for some quiplashing. Our first prompt is a cute thing a lawyer would say as he cuddles you.
A cute thing a lawyer would say as he cuddles you.
Okay, voting time.
There,
Pick
there.
Your favorite.
Your money is safe with me. Or, want a sidebar? But you know what? Something that no one really expects is the Spanish Inquisition in your trunk with the dildo. Split down the middle.
Next, a sign that you're really frugal. Instead of buying paper towels, you blank.
A sign that you're really frugal. Instead of
Okay,
buying
vote.
paper towels, you collect tree bark or have the kids blow on your hands. Exactly, the French Revolution in your trunk. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with all those heads up in your trunk? I'm gonna take those heads. I don't know the words to not baby got back, my lumps.
Next on deck.
So, are you saying the days go by? Something every American would support is a national bacon pipeline or a national monetary pipeline. Who wants kids blowing on your hands when you can wipe your kids with tree bark? Now, tree bark, better or worse than the three seashells? Apparently me, Swede,
okay, next
and...
one. Life hack, an ordinary melon baller can also be used for blank.
Life hack, an ordinary melon baller can also be used for killing or removing your own eyeballs. I imagine like a flat rock, a smooth river rock would be alright. Like the plant, okra. That is not the question that that's not what it prompted me to answer. It just asked what else can melon ballers be used for.
Their catchphrase from Cowabunga
or,
to blank.
In another thing, what if you found out that you've been secretly having sex with your mother, killed your own father, and then fathered several children with your mother? Taking out your own eyes is really the only option you got. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles should update their catchphrase from Cowabunga to Bunga Cow or No Touching. Exactly. You would be Oedipus. Yes, Bunga Cow. Such a stupid... I almost safety clipped for that one, but...
Next prompt.
I was like, this answer is even dumber than a safety quip. What are mannequins always thinking? Why was I created with an itchy nose? Or can I move to masturbate?
Next in the
Good job with that itchy nose.
You'll realize you shouldn't have picked up that hitchhiker when he says blank.
You realize you shouldn't have picked up that hitchhiker when he says, I'm actually a prostitute, or pop the trunk so I can put this body bag in. I mean, I'm actually a prostitute doesn't sound like a problem. Yeah, take me to the lighthouse. That would have been a good one.
Round 2 is over. Let's see who came out on top.
Nice one, McKelt.
Welcome to the last lash, the final round. There's just one prompt, and you're all getting it.
All right, last lash.
Make up the full name for this acronym.
Come up with a full name for this acronym. PIL. I feel like there might be a jinx on this one. Yeah. Yeah, so you might have jinxed it. If we had the same thought, we answered both very quickly. Yes, I think we both know the same. We have the same L. So are we gonna have the same PI? Let's find out.
Let's see what you've wrought. Choose who gets a medal now.
Please insert liquor, P in, PETA, penis into lighthouse. Please ingest lighthouse. Privates investigated LTD. Princess in the lighthouse. You should have gone with lighthouse like everybody else, apparently. One of these is very literal. I'm not completely convinced at some point in the lighthouse someone didn't stick their penis into it.
Brace yourselves, here come those medals. Bronze first. Show me the silver. And now the gold. Let's see what the medals to points exchange rate is these days.
Well, I mean, you saw Robert Pattinson jerking off a couple of times. But
We did it, you guys. Let's go to the scores.
then you had all the tentacles and slime. Hey, see, there you go, Mikkel. Twice. Twice in one day. Alright, we got time for one last game here before I gotta go to work. Ah, heck yeah, I'm the Meow. Meow indeed, baby. Meow indeed. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. Yeah, Jackbox.tv, NPEN. I mean, you can always go full meta. It just works better the later. There we go. Everybody's in. Oops, not custom episode. Yeah, but we got a bunch of people
Hey,
in
I'm
now
Schmitty,
that have
and
played a
I
bunch already.
completely forgot what I'm doing here.
So
Oh,
we got a
Quiplash,
bunch of meta
right,
answers.
Quiplash. Just an FYI, I'm claiming all of you as dependents on my taxes. Here's round one. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go. Or it might work greatly. Hurry up. Use a safety quip if you can't think of anything.
Crazy deep? Are you like a mermaid deep in
Cards on the table. First
the
up,
deep end?
the name of
Nothing
a
wrong
clothing
with the
store
safety
for
quip.
jockeys.
The name of a clothing store for jockeys.
Okay, pick your favorite.
Shorties or Tough Guys 101? You don't know that they don't think that they're tough guys. I don't know any jockeys, but I feel short people in general try and act tougher because of
Your
the
next
shortness.
prompt is a
And go
dangerous
quick
thing
for
for a
me. Heck
drone
yeah.
to deliver to you.
A dangerous thing for a drone to deliver to you.
Ready, set,
A
vote.
missile or an angry ex-girlfriend. I feel like it applies to all small dogs. Very close to quipping. Angry ex-girlfriend is a good answer, but
Next up,
you can already, depending on where you live, you can get a
is
drone
to blank.
a drone to deliver a missile to your house, no charge.
And vote.
A great way to make a dolphin mad is to stick a cork in its blowhole or plug its hole. Yes. Well, everyone will get 2 of the same prompt. Or 2 people will all get the same prompts, but
Up next, the worst thing to get stuck in your
I just
hair.
like stick a cork in it. The
It's
worst thing
voting
to get
time.
stuck in your hair, someone else's hair. An old wheel of cheese screaming Eddie Murphy. Is this the one where you went too deep? Extreme meta. Because you were the only one that was around for Eddie Murphy to make the Eddie Murphy jokes.
Coming up next, what a bad undercover cop posing as a teen says.
What a bad undercover cop posing as a teen says.
Time to vote.
You ever hoover up that schneef? Or faux shizzle, yo, this is da bomb. Hey, hoovering up that schneef. Got a lot of Letterkenny fans.
And next,
No,
what are goats saying
hoovering up
most
schneef
of the
is
time?
Letterkenny. What are goats saying most
Put
of
in
the
your
time?
votes.
Kill me, or get me off this mountain. It's been a long time since I've had to bray like a goat. Out of practice. But also, if you were using Snoop Dogg as an answer for your kids these days, get off the mountain. Slight victory. Good job.
Next up, a
Using
super
Snoop
elite
Dogg would
underground
definitely
club at
out you
Yale
as
that
not a
nobody knows
teenager.
about. Get
A
to
super
voting.
elite underground club at Yale that nobody else knows about. Trembling boners or skull and boners? I like how... I believe it. Both boners. Very true. All boners at Yale.
Moving on, make up a name that probably no one in history has ever had.
Make up a name that probably
Vote
no
away.
one in history has ever had. Sir Tiffy Yachi or Idris Elba. Is this your other one, Zach? Because you said you went super deep on meta. Mom Meatloaf, exactly. Throat Wobbler Mangrove, sure.
Round 1 is in the books. Let's see the scores.
Ooh, heck yeah. Me wow indeed. Me wow.
Onward to round 2. Remember, all points and bonuses are doubled.
Alright, round 2. Let's go. Oh, damn it. As soon as I hit enter, I realized what a better answer would have been. The curse, right?
Time's running out. Use a safety quip if you need it.
Yes, don't be afraid to use the safety quip. Safety quip is better than no answer, and sometimes safety quips get you super quips, which is always the best.
All right, let's get to it. First off, a rejected first draft line from The Shining.
A rejected
Here's blank.
first draft line from The Shining. Here's Meatloaf,
Okay, vote
or
for your favorite.
here's my pee-pee. Yeah, I mean, the meta was gonna come back. Just some questions don't lend themselves super well to meta. Me wow.
Next in line, a strange thing to shout during a tickle fight.
A strange thing to shout during a tickle fight.
Okay.
I'll
vote.
be your wheel of cheese, or I fuck your mom. Quips, though it looks like we had somebody didn't vote. 2 people didn't vote.
Your next prompt is the #1 reported crime in Mr. Rogers'
The
neighborhood.
#1 reported crime in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Vote now.
Strangling by sweater fest or finger puppets? As a verb. We're getting some good ones. Everyone brought their A game to the last round. I mean, they were both
Next,
good, but
the
strangulation
weirdest
by
menu item to
sweater
choose
vest.
for your last meal.
The weirdest menu item to choose for your last
And
meal.
vote.
Undercooked blowfish or Clorox and a razor? Yes. and split the room.
Okay, next one. Something you don't usually see on engaged couples registry lists.
Something you don't usually see on engaged couples
Ready, set,
registry
vote.
list. A year's supply of Plan B, or proof that jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. Some good answers. Some good answers indeed.
Next prompt. The first thing Pinocchio did after becoming a real boy.
The first thing Pinocchio did after becoming a real boy.
Put in your votes.
Become a pedophile or look at his hands. Now, my original thought was, so after I hit enter, I was like, a lifetime supply of Plan B would have been slightly better. No, but it's just such a interesting answer.
Next in the hopper, the worst part about having a boyfriend who's secretly a highly advanced robot.
The worst part about having a boyfriend who's secretly a highly advanced robot. Being allergic to metal or up all night.
Next on the list, you know you're old when you're at a bar and the bartender asks you blank.
You know you're old when you're at a bar and the bartender asks you, "Are you here for that boo?" Or, "Will its tapes play in my VCR?" Though there is something to be said by making quips that sound like safety quips, but aren't. Sure. Chilly down here.
That's the end of round two. Let's take a look at the scores.
Alright, and... Alright, you need 1,400 points, Dan. And I need to get 0.
That's right, it's round 3, the last lash. Look alive, because you're all getting the same prompt this time.
Alright, last lash. Comic lash. Let's make it a good one.
Fill in this comic.
This costs $35 million. What's so special about it? I feel like there's gonna be a theme for one of these. For these. I'd say I'd bet $35 million on it, but I don't have $35 million to bet. Whew, last second there.
Here's what everybody wrote.
Everyone has the same prompt.
Choose the medal-winning quips.
This costs $35 million? What's so special about it? It runs on cheese, sir. It's made of pure Trumptonium. Ho, you'll see. It's actually an old wheel of William Dafoe. Me mum M. It can suck your dick from 16 miles. It combats constipation. It shoots semen. It is a tough call.
Okay, everyone, let's see who got those medals. Bronze. Bring out the silver. And the gold.
Dan, you might win.
Into points.
Actually. Yeah. You get 4,000 points. And you did. Good job.
All right, that's it. Time for the final scores.
Last second crush. Good job. Alright, well. Me, wow, indeed. That is going to do it for me for today. I have to go to work. Yeah, exactly, Dan. The cute one. So that's going to do it for me for today. I'll be back tomorrow, 6 o'clock, for another art stream. And then next Quip stream is Wednesday, same time. And then this Friday, join me at 9 p.m. for a 12-hour marathon stream. I'll be playing a bunch of adventure games for making it into Twitch affiliate. So we'll have a little celebratory stream. So, until then, bye.